Tastes like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. Biz on the tongue so you know that it's sweet. Loving the flavor, I'm loving the treat. Know what I want, I know this what I need. Give me that bass, give me that beat. Hit on your tongue, I can feel an explosion. I'll take another if we keep it going.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Taste the Rainbow. Hope everybody's doing fine on this Thursday. Oh, well, I'm doing okay. Vibrant is in the house. Taste the Rainbow. Yes. What's going on, Vibrant? Thank you for coming back through, showing your support. I really appreciate you. Watermelon Sugar with all the questions. Who do you like, Beans? We shall get into that, Watermelon Sugar, okay? First, let me see if my sound is good because, you know, my shit been having technical difficulties lately, so I just need to know if I'm sounding good. So put a 69 in the chat if I am A-okay. All right. Sound is choppy again. Okay, I'm going to go back out and come back in. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. How is my sound now? Watermelon Sugar says it's choppy a little bit. Tanty says good. What's going on, Snooky Snook? How you doing? Welcome back to the, I have to say the Ben Zone. Welcome back to Taste the Rainbow. Glad everybody is coming on in. All right, we're going to get into it. The title is called I Like You. So with that being said, how to admit that you like someone of the same gender. Admittance is everything, okay? So love is love no matter the gender of the person that you're with, of the either person, okay? So I 100% believe in gay marriage. Do you? I know they was trying to take it back out of some states. I think that people should have the right to marry whoever they want to. I know a lot of people have communion ceremonies, you know. A lot of people don't like paper. They just like to be with that person and have it documented, I guess. But I see nothing wrong with gay marriages. If a man and woman can do it, I feel like that, you know, the same gender people can do it also. I've always felt it should have the same laws as heterosexual marriages. And also, to me, loving someone of the same sex should not be anyone else's business, but because some of us are so judgmental and feel the need to label everyone they see based on anything that we have, they can call these peers homosexuals. In society, we call this homosexuality. Some people believe this is out of love for the same sex is horrifying and not normal. People even do horrible things to homosexuals. People intentionally hurt their gay peers just because they have someone of the same sex. And I also, it was on the news that, you know, somewhere close to me in Atlanta, that, and you know, it's sad to hear about anything happening to anybody. But when it comes to, you know, our community, it be a whole lot of hate against gay people. And it was found that a guy, he was hung in a park in Atlanta at Piedmont Park, just because he was gay, just because he others felt like he was different from everyone else, that they hung him in a tree and left him there. And it's sad in the world today that we have to fight against the society to belong. So it's just like coming to grips with everything. Coming to grips with the ideas that you might like someone of the same gender can be confusing at times, especially if this is your first same gender attraction. I remember my first same gender attraction. It felt woozy. It felt good. It felt like I was on cloud nine. And my thing was advancing towards the feelings of my attractiveness to this person. People intentionally hurt others also, and it's just not right. And I also, when I was doing my research, found out I don't know if y'all know this word or not, but it's flexuals. Flexuals. It is, although they are not gay or even bisexual, they enjoy flirting and kissing girls, but they still enjoy having sex with men. So have y'all ever heard of that before? Flexuals, whatever, how the way. It's a tongue twister. Flexuals. Flexisualz. I'm sure Watermelon Sugar knows the name of it. No shade to you, because look, I can't pronounce it. I'm just gonna say flex sex, okay? We just gonna say flex sex. How you doing, Dr. Lashania? My fave. This is one of my favorite people on YouTube right here. Thank you for coming through. Taste the Rainbow. All right. But yeah, that is when someone is not gay or even claiming to be gay, or even bisexual. They enjoy flirting and kissing girls, but they still enjoy having sex with men. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that before, but that's my first time hearing about it, okay? So, with that being said, when you come to grips with the idea that you might like someone of the same gender can be confusing, especially if this is your first time. Give yourself time to fully process what you're feeling before taking any action. If you're sure these feelings are real, then you can act on them, because a lot of people, they jump the gun. Start by revealing your feelings to a loved one and getting their support first. Then make a plan to share your feelings with your love interest and see where it goes. Like I said, a lot of people jump off the porch. They don't know where they're going, how they're going to do this. And, it's just best to talk to someone before, you actually spring action, because coming out of the closet is real. It's a serious deal. You don't know how someone is going to take it. You don't know if someone's going to be like mad, livid. You don't know if someone's going to reject you. So it's just best to, talk to someone and have that support there with you when you're fixing to reveal, especially if it's someone like that's really got a bad attitude and you feel like that they're not going to accept the person you are, then yeah. And that's why a lot of kids nowadays do not come out to their parents until they're of age, like older, because a lot of kids feel like they can't talk to their parents. And it's very, it's saddening that, kids cannot come to their parents and just talk to them about anything and everything. They'd rather go to a total stranger, and just reveal, that they're gay, or, that they're curious, or even not even that, even something like peer pressure, like wanting to smoke cigarettes or weed or anything or drink. It's just sad that typically kids are scared of their parents. They're scared of their parents. We're gonna admit your feelings to yourself when it feels like when you're coming out. Know how to tell if your feelings are romantic or not. Romantic love involves a fondness for the other person. You can like a person, you can be involved with a person, but if that romance is not there, then it just don't feel right to me. I like to be romanced. I like to be loved. Um, And it's also accompanied by a deeper attraction in which you want to develop a sexual, intimate relationship with that person. This goes one step beyond typical feelings of friendship or companionship. For example, with romantic love, you like being around the person, but you are also physically attracted to the person and feel aroused by them. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm not physically aroused by anybody, I don't want to be with that person. If you can't get my mojo going, as they say, I don't want to be associated. We can be cool, we can kick it, but I want that arousal, I want that stimulation when it comes to somebody. And romantic love is a step further than just friendship, which may be considered platonic love. It's something like when you have a one-way love attraction towards somebody, a one-way love attraction. You loving a person, but they don't, reciprocate the feelings back to you. Yeah, mojo, Tanty, mojo. And sometimes on number two, just create a journal about how you're feeling about somebody. If you just make a journal and chronicleize your thoughts and feelings on paper to gain a better understanding of what you want, review your journal entries after a few days and spot check them. Just spot check them when you write. Are you constantly referring to that person? Do you mention feeling jealous when this person is with others or have another love interest? Do you find yourself worrying about your appearance or trying to put your best foot forward around them? The answer to these questions can help confirm your feelings, because I know a lot of people, they don't care how they look, they don't care how they dress, their appearance or anything. But if you really, really care for somebody, you're gonna shape up, you're gonna make sure your appearance is good, make sure your hair is groomed real good. But if you don't care about somebody, you just go any kind of way and be like, look, accept me how I am. And if you don't like it, oh well. Yeah, TC, I had responded to your comment. Yes, I want you to be a judge on Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Time, if you don't mind. I had did a live yesterday, and I did mention your name. I don't think you probably caught the replay or anything, but I did mention you. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. It's going to be you, Tracy, Lady Nika, Ness, and Tanari. She's an alternate if she wants to judge. She can be a judge if she shows up. Those are going to be the judges. All right, so with that being said, okay, number three, reflect on past experiences. Many people who are same gender attracted report having these feelings previously with others. Thinking about your past, dating, or sexual history can help you determine if these feelings portray an orientation or merely mean that you have strong feelings for just one person. I never like to bring prior relationship status into a new relationship. I don't do that because I don't want nothing linking into something I have for right now. I never like to throw up anybody that's I've been with anybody that I'm currently with, because that's just something you just do not know. I know a lot of people be like, well, my ex used to do this, my ex used to do that. I'm like, well, damn, I'm not your ex. I'm someone totally different. I'm Benz, and that's just out of character. And I know how when people get mad at somebody and they want to throw up stuff like that, and I just feel like that's not right. It's not right. But I know a lot of people who does that just to be envious and just to be um, vindictive. If you have ever felt attractive to a person of the same gender before, that could provide support for your current feelings. So give it time to see if the feelings stick around. Like I say, a lot of people jump off the porch. You know your feelings. I knew my feelings when I was young. I mean, I probably was in the fifth grade or sixth grade or whatever, maybe. Yeah. And I knew that I liked girls then because I just had this feeling around them. When I was around the boys at school, I didn't have these feelings, but with the girls, I was like, damn. And I always wondered where these feelings came from. And when these feelings arise, you want to talk to somebody about them. But at the age and at the I feel like the time it was, and when I was in school, You just couldn't go to your parents and be like, I need to talk about you about the birds and the bees, but it's with the same sex, you know? It's with the same sex. But now I feel like you can come out a lot easier now because you know the world has opened up and it has gave us a bigger experience with dealing with coming out of the closet, as they say. Number 4, give it time to see if the feelings stick around. It can be tempting to dive in head first once you realize you like that person, but wait it out. If these feelings are relatively new, they could change. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm sorry about that. I had to cough and I knew y'all didn't want me to cough into the microphone. So, excuse me. All right. So, delay telling a person until you're absolutely sure you like them and you want to act on those feelings. For instance, if you decide to wait 2 weeks before you say anything and your attraction only grows during that time, then you'll have confirmation that your feelings are real. And if those feelings don't, remain the same within that 2 weeks time, then hey, you safe. You safe. You didn't jump the gun. You didn't, jump off the porch, and you good. You good. Telling a friend or family member when you're feeling these feelings comes to terms with your sexuality before sharing it to the world. Some things or some people argue that coming out relieves stress and gives others the opportunity to support you. And I agree on that saying because when you come out, it just seems like a whole weight is lifted off your heart, off your soul. It's just lifted off. And I absolutely applaud the open-minded parents that can sit down with their kids and talk to them about their feelings about gayness or being attracted to the same gender. I really applaud that. But you should only come out when you're ready. Coming out as a gay, lesbian, pansexual, queer, bisexual, or other identity can open you up to stigma or discrimination. So it makes sense to be okay with the idea you're before telling other people. And also coming out will put you in a whole new world. You may be accepted or not, but your friends may feel difference towards you. I know a lot of friends that you cool, you down, but once they know that you're gay, they feel like you got a disease. They don't want to conversate with you no more. They feel like that, hey, you want them. It's been a lot of times when a person thinks, hey, we can't be friends because you might start feeling attraction towards me. And I'd be like, fool, I don't want your ass. What you talking about? But yeah, some people, they just don't like the deal with that. So they'd rather just be uncool with you. Um, but yeah, like I said, you could tell a friend or a family member, and a lot of people feel like telling a friend is more better than telling a family member because a family member might not understand, and you can tell a friend. Get emotional support from someone you trust first. It always have to be about that trust. Make sure the trust is there because if you trust to tell somebody about your business, about your coming out, you don't want nobody going broadcasting it all over the town, all over the world, like, hey, putting it on social media. Hey, Ben, she's gay. She just came out to me and told me that, hey, she like girls and blah, 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 blah. You don't want this. So you have to tell somebody that you trust because once it's out, it's out. It's out. So Tanty says, so it was kindergarten for her when she, first felt like that she was attracted to girls. No cap, it might have been young, it might have been earlier, like for me too, because all I could know is that I just had this feeling, and it was not around guys or boys. And yes, I have 2 girls, but it's just a long story with that because back in my day, they frowned down on gay people and stuff like that. So it's just, and a girl had to get her needs met. You know what I'm saying? She had to get her rocks off. So I had to do what I had to do to get that sexual frustration out. So that's it. But as I got older and I felt more accustomed and stronger to come into my parents and say, look, this is what it is, and this is how it's gonna be. And I did that. And I just wish that I would have came out sooner and earlier, because it's hard. It's hard fighting your feelings and not being able to be with the person that you want to be with. It is. But I didn't want to rock the boat, and I didn't want to, stir the water up. So I just laid back until the time was right. What's going on, DC? How you doing? Welcome back to Taste the Rainbow. Thank you for your support. Yeah, it's really, needs. Person have needs, and they just have to just get it off. But like I said, you have to tell a person that you truly trust when it comes to that. You have to you chat it out with a close friend or family member, and share your actual true feelings with them. Ask for their support or advice about how you should proceed. It's always good to have that friend, that one friend you can always depend on and rely on, because sometimes in this world today, a lot of people have a lot of friends. And I try to tell my granddaughter that, look, every time you person talks to you. Now my granddaughter, she's very, very genuine, and she loves people. So if a person just talks to her like on a common basis, that's her best friend. She got a whole lot of best friends. I'm like, look, you cannot label everyone your best friend, because they're not that. You only have, maybe one or two best friends, but you can have some friends. But she always wants to have a best friend. It's like a label. She always label all the people she talked to. But as she get older, she will understand. She will realize that, hey, everybody cannot be your best friend. But she is still young, but she'll understand later on. What's going on, MU? Welcome. Thank you for coming back to Taste the Rainbow. Hope your day is going well. um DC says, is that why some people come out later? Exactly. That's why people come out later, because they feel like they're afraid. They're afraid, DC, to come out to people, because at a younger age, look, I wish I would have came out at a younger age, but I was scared. A lot of kids are scared to come out to their parents and stuff, because they don't know how they're going to take it. They don't know how they're going to take it. And it was this one content creator had reached out to me, and they was like, you should do a channel, talking to the kids and the parents and stuff, because a lot of parents, they don't know how to grasp the concept. And if they just really pay attention to their kids, they really will know that before they come out in their 20s or younger years, like 18, 17, they can really pinpoint on, if you really know your child and you take time enough to listen to them and look at them as they grow up, you'll know if they're gay or not. You will know. And a lot of people, they don't want to realize it. They like to put it back in the back of their minds and hope one day that they'll just snap out of it. And then a lot of people, they be like, well, I was just waiting for you to come and tell me that you were. I wasn't going to pressure you or ask you. I was just waiting on the right time. And I like parents like that. They don't jump down their throat. They don't try to make them straight. I can't stand parents like that. Oh, you just going through a phase. I've heard that a lot. Oh, you'll come back. They just wanted me to be with a man. My friends, some of my friends just wanted me to be with a man. Oh, it's the right thing to do. Being with a woman is wrong. It's against the Bible. I done heard it all. I've heard it all. And I'm like, God dang. Person can't live their life. What's going on, QI? How you doing? Thank you for coming back, supporting the channel. Oh yeah, this is my channel as well over here. It's the community channel, QI. It's the community channel, and we over here talking about the gay topics. I made this channel probably about a couple of months ago, I say. But yeah, we've been over here. I don't come over here that often, but I need to start back coming over here. I used to like do the Ben Zone one day and then do um, the Taste the Rainbow channel the next day and like bounce back and forth. But shit, since my work schedule done enhanced and just seems like it's done enhanced more because a guy has tore his Rotary cup up, and so it seems like we're gonna be balls to the wall. So, but I'm gonna try to get over here a lot more because we need this channel, for our section over here. And I don't care about the straight people coming through because they're just as curious as a lot of people, for real. They are curious and they want to know about, you know, our world. They have questions, and I don't mind enlightening them at all. Um, DC says, I had a guy friend in high school. I went to prom with him too that distanced himself from us after high school because he thought we would have an issue with him being exactly. A lot of people they will not tell. They'll take it to their grave. I know there are some people who have took being gay to their grave because they have not they scared to come out to people, individuals, because they don't know how people gonna take them. And a lot of people think that being gay is a disease. I heard a comment on YouTube the other night, these studs around here think they something, they think they this, well, you must think we are because you the one saying the shit. And there are a lot of guys that are very intimidated by studs. And I wonder why is that? Because you're not stepping up your game and doing what you got to do. That's how I feel. You're not doing what you got to do. You need to step your game up. Okay. Watermelon Sugar says, I have one best friend, but I call her my sister. She's closer to me than my blood sister. And that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. And it's good to have that one true friend like that. Like I tell my granddaughter, look, don't label everybody your best friend. She just want everybody to be her best friend. She got like 11 million best friends. Bless her heart. But they will weed themselves out. They will weed themselves out. That's just like she had a best friend, quote unquote. She came to a birthday party that she was having. My granddaughter had a birthday party. And you can tell when kids, they get jealous. They get jealous of what they get for their birthday or whatever. And I think I had got her some Jordans that birthday and some outfits or something. And I saw the two little girls whispering to each other. And I'm like, what the hell? And I looked at my sister and I'm like, what's wrong with them? So they're gonna make an argument. They're gonna make an argument up with my granddaughter just because they was, jealous because she had got some birthday stuff, some nice birthday stuff. I'm like, we as black people can do this shit too. It don't look, we can buy Jordans just like y'all can. And then they made a big stink about it, and then their parents got involved about it. I'm like, look, you need to pick your friends wisely. You really do, because like I said, your friends you call best friends, once you get something that they want or that they can't get, then they're gonna try to pick a fight with you or try to, go against you. And she started that shit for herself. She really did. And I say, look, just don't call everybody your best friend because they're not it. And they will show themselves. They really will. And I was upset because she was sad because they went against her at her own party. I'm like, look, we supposed to take these little kids home. Fuck that. And that was the end of their friendship, I must say. All right, so let me see. Let me back up. DC says, we didn't care. I finally reconnected with him on. That's good that you reconnected with him. That's good. Like I said, it's sad that people have to hide their sexuality because a lot of people will misjudge them or judge them some type of way. For real. Tanty says it's harder for films to come out. Why do you say that? Why do you say that, Tanty? But as I was growing up, I was always a tomboy. I loved to play with the boys. I loved to do. I was outdoorsy as it was. I loved baggy clothes, and I hated dresses with a passion. Oh my God, when we went to church, and we had to put on dresses, I hated dresses. That was the worst moment of my life. I'm telling you. DC says one of my classmates in high school came out when we were high school at an all-girl Catholic high school, and it was the early 80s. Yeah, a lot of people come out at different times, um, but will they accept them? That's the thing. Watermelon Sugar says, I talk to my children about everything so they have never been scared to express themselves to me. And that's good that you keep an open relationship with your kids. I had an open relationship with my kids too. And as they came up of age, I'm not going to say that they didn't give a little, they gave a little bite at the beginning because they didn't understand. They was too young to understand, hey, why mommy likes a female. But as they got older, they was like, well, mom, as long as you're happy, we're happy. And that made my day. I believe I was cheesing all day that day for real, because I was like, they put their differences to the side for me, because hey, they was grown. They was grown. And they wanted me to be with someone that I truly loved and cared for. And at that point in time, it was this certain female, and they was like, look, mom, you grown and everything, and we want you to be happy. We live in our life, and we can't dictate your life. So that's how that was. And I applaud my kids today for that, because a lot of children, they will not have it. They is not having it, and they is not seeing their mom with or dad with the same sex. They will push back on that shit for real. But I applaud. QI says my family assumed that I was a lesbian before I did as a child. Yeah, they do. They do. And they just be waiting for that person to come to them. And a lot of kids they don't, because they're scared. But if you have that open line of communication as they growing up, then I don't see why a person would they would be scared to come to you with about anything. That's being a true parent. Because I know a content creator that was like, uh, if my child ever came to me gay, oh, they would feel the wrath. They would be very, very punished. I'm like, how can you punish a child for what they feeling? What you gonna do? Beat it out of them? I didn't understand that. I really didn't, and it really rubbed me the wrong way, because what if that child was listening to her while she was on YouTube stressing her feelings, and maybe they was eavesdropping from the other room. And I always wondered about that. I beat it out of them. I'm like, how the hell can you beat a person's feelings out of them? That's crazy. And that's the society of the world we live in today. Crazy people. And yeah, like I said, they are. They really are. And you can tell, QI. You can tell. Because I be seeing you in the chats woo banging and shit. I be like, shoot, these motherfuckers, they are. They intimidated like a mug, because they don't know what we got. We got the it factor, and they want the it factor, and they don't know how to get it. Child, I just be like, all right. How you doing, Alexis? How you doing? Welcome back to this. You just subbed up. Well, thank you for subbing up. This your first time here. I appreciate it. And look, QI, tell them what a stud. You can have both, best of both worlds with a stud. You got a feminine side and you got a studly side. Men can't say that. Men can't tell you that. And we can really feel how women feel, because we're a woman. Deep down inside, we are a woman. I don't give a damn if you cut your titties off. I don't give a damn if you shave your head bald headed and do all that extra. We still women at the end of the day. So call yourself Solomon or whatever you want to call yourself. You're still a woman. Exactly. They scared you're gonna be Miss Steal Your Girl. And that's true. That's true. Because if men are secure within themselves, they wouldn't be intimidated by studs. But a lot of men are. And they do not like for their women to socialize with studs either. Or women. Films either, because they feel intimidated by gay people. They really do. And I've seen it. I've really seen it. Yeah, They really do. They be like, I've heard that all the time. Men love films, they think of threesomes. And they feel like that being a film and being gay is not nothing wrong with it. But if you're a stud, they see things wrong with it because a stud is not going to get with no man. But they have fantasies about the films being with them, which is gross to me. I want to barf right now and throw up. But yeah, that's what they want. They want to do threesomes and everything and have orgies with the films. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. Now you can throw me a couple of films in there and I might get down, but but there are stud on studs. I've seen them too, but I'm not gonna date a stud. I just do not feel attracted to no stud. We can be homies, we can be bros, we can be all that, but me being attracted to one, nah, I'm not. DC says 2 of my goddaughters are lesbians, so clearly I have no issues. One came out in high school, the other still hasn't really come out, but we know. Well, I wonder why that one hasn't came out yet. DC, is she scared or is she waiting for the right time or how does that go? QI says I still climb trees, shot BB guns, ride motorcycles, and play football. I do all of that. I love to play sports, basketball, arena football, and all that stuff. And it's just something that I like to do. I mean, I never played with dolls. I remember when my parents bought me a doll for Christmas. I cut all the hair off that doll. I pulled the legs out of it. I pulled the arms out of it because I didn't want no doll. I wanted what my brother got. I wanted the train set. I wanted the car. I wanted the cool stuff. I didn't want no dolls. And then one year they bought me a sewing machine. A sewing machine. Can you see me sewing anything? I'm like, y'all got to do better. They wanted me to be a girly girl so bad, y'all. They wanted me, and I'm like, it's not happening. I gave my sewing machine away the first chance I got, and I I hated dolls. I remember when when everybody was wanting the Cabbage Patch Kid, it came out. I didn't want that thing. I did not want no Cabbage Patch Kid or none of that mess. How you doing, Dina? Welcome back to Taste the Rainbow. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope your day is going well also. Films are the invisible lesbian. I don't know because they would take to a lesbian before they take to a stud. That's how I feel. They don't see nothing wrong with being a film because lipstick, heels, nice dress, nice clothes, manicure, pedicure. But when they see us step out, we all thugged out or whatever, we got our gear on and shit, they be looking like, So I feel like, I don't know, Tanty, I don't know. Oh, that's Snooky, QI, Snooky Stackhouse. Man, it be that weird writing. I swear, some of their names, I don't even speak to people because I can't even pronounce the words or look at the words to type it in the chat. I be wanting to be cordial and stuff and speak, but them weird names and stuff with that cursive writing and stuff. Just so happen I know Snooky's name. If I didn't know Snooky personally, I'd be like, I don't know her, and I don't know how to spell it either. But yeah, I know her. I do too. I love intimidating them too. And it'd be so funny. It'd be so funny, QI. And you can just read it all over their face too. I be getting it in too. I'd be like, mm, I can do any and everything you can do and better. Alexa says, yes, I didn't know about this channel, but you got me here now. Okay, well, thank you. I know Alexa, she be very active in the chats, and I like it like that. She engaged. I don't care what chat she's in. Alexis is very vocal. That's not true, Ben. There are some very feminine men too. I know there are. I know there are very feminine men. I've been around some. I know some. Maybe I worded something wrong, but yeah, there are very feminine men. Uh-huh. Yep. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Because I was wondering about that. Because I was giving her like, what was it? What I give all the studs and the guys. I give them like the muscles and the fire and all that stuff. And then I was giving her the same thing. And then one day I see her as a film, and I'm thinking I'm totally lost. I'm like, wait a minute. Now she was a stud. Now she's a film. I'm like, what? So thank you for clearing that up, because I know one day I was giving her fire and dap and all that, and now I'm giving her hearts. So I was confused like a mug. I was confused. And I think YouTube should put M for male and F for female by their names, because I don't know whether to give them a heart or a damn fire sign. And I don't want to misjudge a woman for a man and a man for a female. And I've gotten it wrong a lot. I've gotten it wrong many a times. And I'm like, I just give you something neutral. That's what I say, because I don't be knowing, really. Okay, I'm behind in the chat. Okay. Men feel like studs are trying to be or replace them. Yeah, they do, and we do. We do. Because these men, they don't be acting on nobody's feelings for real. I'm not gonna say all men, because there are some good men out there. But if you're not treating your woman well, and we studs come along and we treat them good and everything, they're gonna bounce. They're gonna bounce from that zero and get with us for real. So that's all I can say. Just you better not be slipping. That's all I can say. For real, Broadway turned her out. Wow. Now, if you can turn a stud out, you doing something right there. You can do something. You doing something. You are doing something. So I applaud Broadway. So are they dating now, QI? Are they together or something? Or they just flirting? Gigi did too? Wait a minute. So Gigi was a stud, and now she's a film? Yeah, you gotta catch me up, QI, because I don't know. Didn't Domo, the YouTuber, change from stud to now she's bisexual? I think also my fellow artists. I don't know them people. Maybe somebody in the chat do. Hold up. Gigi likes Norm. Gigi is a guy, or Gigi is a girl? Because you be knowing all of them. I don't really know them that well. I just see them over there and I speak, but you know them personally. Well, not personally, but you know them better than I do. From film, BBL and all. Wow. I know this person. They went from Carol to, what was her name? Carol to Samuel. And this one girl, she chopped all her breasts off. I saw damn Brittany Griner on a video. Brittany Griner, she be playing basketball with her shirt off. She done chopped all her titties off, y'all. She looked just like a dude. And I'm thinking, and I've seen her with breasts, so I'm thinking, girl, how can you run around here with your chest out like that? I mean, just no shirt on. I'm like, and it feels funny to me because I've seen them with breasts before. So I'm like, whatever floats your boat. Oh, okay. Gigi got the juice. Wow. Yeah, that's Mo3 people, Snooki. That's the Mo3 people that we're talking about. Me and Q are talking about at least. Oh, dang. Gigi got the juice and numb. Okay. But I'm glad you cleared that up, because I thought I was seeing things. I'm like, dang, Maybe I didn't see Nom as a stud, because I know when she came to Nest Chat one night, she was a stud. But okay, okay. I like Domo Wilson. She even did an anthem for Bicep. Who is it? Who is this? Who is Domo Wilson? I'm lost on that. If I could run around with no shirt on, baby, look, you can. You might just be put in jail for indecent exposure, but hey, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. But yeah, Brittany Griner cut all her chest off. I know this girl, she cut all her chest off too. She flat as a board. Name was Jennifer. Now we call her Little Timmy. Little Timmy, she's something else too. All right. Y'all lost. But I'm going to get back into my commentary because I got sidetracked a lot. Okay. All right. So you might say that you have feelings for someone and it may be new to you and you don't know what to do. Be sure you confide in a person who is supportive and non-judgmental. Reach out to a friend who is gay. They may be able to empathize and provide useful advice to you because they may know what you're going through. As for someone that they don't know anything about our community or anything like that. Look, I saw Brittany Griner. She was like shooting ball like at a pool or something. Like she was at home and she was shooting ball and she did not have a shirt on. Let me go find a picture. Y'all hold on a sec. Let me go see if I can find a picture of Brittany without a shirt on. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Let me share my screen with you guys. All right. As you can see right here, Brittany Griner is rollerblading. Well, she's like she rollers. What is it? Skateboarding with her girl. Can y'all see? Can y'all see right here? No, y'all can't see. Okay. All right. So this is Brittany Griner right here to the left. And she has no shirt on and she's roller skating with her girl. Hold on one second. All right. Someone sent me something saying that she has a medical condition. So maybe something happened that she might have had to chop off her breast allegedly. But as you can see, they're gone. They're not going to show the front because I guess explicit or whatever. But she did. I saw it. I can't find that pool pic, but it's there. It's there. All right. I have been sent something, and I think this is the one. All right. Let me download it, and I will be right back. Hold up. Because I know I wasn't crazy. I'll be right back. I would have to switch my devices if I had to download it and switch it. But let me see if I can find this because I have to find it on and download it on my computer. But I do see that what you just sent me. I do see that. All right. But as you can see right here, she has, and I think allegedly she probably don't want no breasts because shoot, Brittany Griner, she sound like a man, she sit like a man. I believe she got something down there the way she be sitting and holding it. I'm like, maybe she's comfortable like this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Brittany Griner, she's there. She done whacked off all her titties. Okay. All right. Let me stop sharing my screen. But there's the proof that she has whacked off her all right. So I'm back. Yeah. I was gonna I have to download it over here and everything and DC says she's a huge YouTuber, used to be part of a lesbian couple called Domo and Chrissy. Right, Domo and Chrissy. Brittany just didn't develop much. No, she didn't develop much, but she sure had more than that. What I just saw, she had more than that. Yeah, she did go topless, but she didn't cut them. Now I know she had more breasts than that, Snooki. When I saw her playing ball when she was in her teenage years, she wasn't flat chested like that. All right, okay. She didn't have nothing then. She didn't have them cut off. She didn't have jack. All right. I'm gonna investigate a little bit more though, and I'm gonna find out because I'm confused now. I'm confused. Okay, so when it comes to sharing your feelings, answer questions to the extent you feel comfortable. Your friends or family may question your same gender attraction by asking what changed along the way. If you were previously dating someone of the opposite gender, they may also ask, how are you sure? Because that's what happened to me. I went out with guys. I dated guys. We went out and everything like that. But inside, I was just attracted to girls. But to portray and make people happy, I was making other people happy. I didn't even make my own self happy within because I couldn't live freely and couldn't be happy about dating guys. I'm like, ugh. And that's what a lot of people do today. They try to please other people and don't even try to make themselves happy. But I said, forget this. I said, I only live one time and I'm going to make myself happy. And I went and did it. So maybe answer these questions honestly and to the best of your ability so that they can have clarity. clarity. But don't be afraid to say, I don't know, or I'd rather not say. Your loved ones don't have to know all the details of your journey to being same gender associated. Don't feel pressure to choose a side or label yourself. Having feelings for one person of the same gender isn't a clear indicator of being LGBTQIA. Take some time to get used to the idea and see if additional same gender attractions occur before deciding if you are gay, lesbian, straight, bisexual, pansexual, queer, or something else. So if you feel pressured by others to define yourself, simply tell them, I'm still exploring. I don't know what I am yet. All I know is I like women or men. If you're a guy, weighing my options. I'm keeping my options open. Some people don't want to be labeled, but I knew exactly what I wanted being a stud because when you a film, you have, as they say, best of both worlds. You can either be with a stud or you can be with a film. Okay. And like I said, some studs be studs on studs. Rarely do I see it, but I've seen it. But if you are a film, you can have your options open more than a stud can. Okay. Um. So wait a minute. You cut your breast off, QI? Maybe I'm missing something. You cut your breast off? Watermelon Sugar says, I've got questions, but I'm gonna hush. Then you went abstinent. If I'm not around my girl, if at a certain time, I go abstinent too. Because I don't like to mix everything together. Because that's how you catch a STD or catch something that you can't get off with Ajax or Lysol or whatever bleach. Because there's some stuff out there that says gotcha. And when it gets you, it ain't no getting it off of you. So what are you talking about, QI? What are you talking about? What questions you got, Watermelon Sugar? What questions you got? What you gonna hush about? It's not like you to have a question, not have a question. I'll be thinking you sick for real if you don't have a question. All right, so Tanty said films don't want to blend in. That's the invisibility, I mean. Oh, okay. They don't want to blend in. Okay. Yeah, that's what I did too. I dated men to prove that I was not a lesbian before I came out. Yeah, I did that too, just to make sure that, hey, this what I want? Is this what I want? Is this really the true feeling? And I actually got married to a guy. Wasn't something that I really wanted, but in the circumstances at that time, I was like, maybe it's the best thing to do. And to this day, we still talk. We don't have no differences or anything like that. But if I had it all over to do it over again, I would have chose a different path. I really would have. You know me so well, Watermelon Sugar. You know me so well. but um but yeah, sometimes a stud got to do what they got to do. They got to do what they got to do. So all I can say is don't feel pressure, because you got to really, really understand what coming out is about. And like I said, always go to the person that you trust the most when you're coming out, because it's always going to be some feelings when you look. People are going to judge you. People are going to criticize you, and just make sure you have someone with a loving heart there to support you. You got to have support. All right, so you want to gauge the person's possible reaction. Before you talk to the person about your feelings, try to anticipate how they'll respond to your news. Use your past interactions or experiences with them to predict if they'll be receptive. For example, if the person often flirts with you, that's a clear indication that they probably like you. You might also review what you know about their sexuality. Have they dated others of the same gender, or are they currently exploring their own sexuality? Use humor if you're not sure of how the person will respond. So, telling a lighthearted joke is another way to express your feelings about someone. When you're around the person, say something like, "Oh, it's too bad you're straight because I really like you." That's one indication. You can poke fun and try to fill out that person. Or, "I would love to have a girlfriend, boyfriend, partner like you." And these are some of the things you can like try to fill that person out just by throwing it out there, just to see if they'll bite. Telling them in a joking way could also offer them an out if they're not interested or they need more time to process the idea. And I know there's plenty of people that you don't know for sure if they're feeling you, and you be like, "Dang, I wonder if this person really, really like me." All right. But the world would never know. If a person don't never open their mouth, a person don't know. Just like if I approach somebody, of course you would think I'm a gay female, right? But a film, they have to work extra hard. They have to work extra hard because just walking up on a film, you don't know if they bi, you don't know if they only into females, or if they with a man, or if they like. So if they don't have anything portraying that they're gay, I would not know. Or if they just don't come up to me like, "Hey, you looking good tonight? Do you have a girl?" If they just don't conversate with me, I wouldn't know. Unless, or if they're not wearing any rainbow or anything giving indications, I would not know. But me, for instance, you would know right off the bat if I'm gay or not. So, like QI, if she approach a female, of course they'll know that QI, is into women. But y'all films, like Tansy said, if you're not direct, if you're not completely direct with someone, like, "Hey, I'm really feeling you. I think I like you. Hey, you want to go out sometime?" You'll never know. Um, QI said, "Sounds like a very interesting question." I'm scared. Hey, QI, when Watermelon Sugar, when she asks questions, you better goddamn pack a lunch or either hold on for dear life. You wouldn't change anything because your daughter's coming from the. Yes, I would, because if I would do things differently, I wouldn't know that I wouldn't know my daughters. I wouldn't even have no kids probably. So if I would have changed, if I would have came out earlier, I wouldn't even know my daughters. I wouldn't even know my grandkids or anything like that if I would have went another direction. That's what I'm saying. But of course, I love my grandkids. I love my daughters now since they're here. I wouldn't give nothing in the world for them. But if I would have went another direction, they wouldn't have never existed. That's what I'm saying. QI says, "I'm attracted by a person mentally and their energy first." Yep. Yep, because if that mental is off, that mental, oh hell no. There's some crazy women out here. I met a few. Women. Let me tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, and then I gotta get up out of here. I was with this chick. She seemed fine at the beginning. She seemed real fine. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna let her meet my family." My daughter, she was graduating college. I said, "This is the perfect time for her to meet my family." So I invited her up to the graduation and everything, and it was we were celebrating my daughter's birthday. So we said we was gonna go out to eat and celebrate her birthday and her graduation. So we went to this steakhouse, and of course her daddy was gonna be there, duh, because she graduated and it's her birthday, and her stepmom was there also. Do you not know that this chick got pissed off because her daddy was there? Look at me. Look at me. Do you think a man would actually want me? You know what I'm saying? If I could have had the nigga, I would have had the nigga. I didn't want the nigga. And I'm trying to explain to her, look, I don't want him and he don't want me. We just share a child together. And there was nothing, I couldn't get nothing into this woman's thick skull. She was not having it. So she made something out of nothing. And in this society today, it's good that dads are in their kids' life. If we're separated or not together, there's a lot of men don't even want to own or claim their kids. So I'm like, are you crazy? And so I'm having second thoughts now. because we had rented this hotel and stuff in the area where she had graduated. I was like, well, I'm not driving back home because, it's late or whatever. So my brother and everything, they came over to the hotel. And I think I was tired or sleepy because I had worked a double or something, and I was tired. I hadn't had no sleep. So I had fell asleep on the bed. And she was like sitting next to me while I was asleep or whatever. And I heard some commotion, and I woke up. I'm like, what the hell? I said, what's going on? And this chick done pulled her wig off, just slinging it in the air, round and round and round. I'm like, have you lost your everlasting mind? What is going on up here? And my brother and them just laughing at her crazy ass. I said, you know what? This will be the last time your ass would ever get invited anywhere with me. She was crazy. She was Looney Tune. And do you think I called her after that? Nope. She messed my whole weekend up. Crazy as a bat. That's why I say these women are crazy. That's why you have to do your homework with these women, because at first they give you the sign like, oh, she's cool. She's all right. I can get to know her and da-da-da-da. And she gonna get an attitude just because her dad was there at the dinner. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I am so good. Yeah, QI, they good at hiding it. They good at hiding it crazy. But when it come out, it comes out. Dingbats, yep. All of the above. But yeah, she had her wig and she had that little stocking cap on. Now, granted, this is the first time she meeting my family, my kids, my daughters, my brother, my nieces. And she slanging this bitch around in her hand like she ain't got no sense, and had that little stocking cap on up under there. I'm like, nah, you soon, first thing in the morning, you leaving from here. We going back. I'm driving you home, and I ain't looking back. And that was it. That was it. But I ain't gonna hold y'all no further. I just want to share that little story with y'all because she was crazy, and it just fit right on into when I said that women are crazy these days. I have some more stories I might share because studs are crazy too. But I've never experienced that because I've never been with one. So you'll have to tell your story yourself, okay? I've never been with a stud, so I don't know how crazy they can get. I only have stud friends. Yeah. So maybe you can share one day, Tanti, okay? But I'm going to get up off of here. Thank you guys for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves today. Enjoyed the show. And I will be back over here a little bit more if I can. But with this crazy schedule coming up, I have to see. But you scared? What you scared of? What you scared of? Don't be scared to tell your story. Don't do that. But I would have an open panel. I would love to hear people's stories of their gay encounters, of meeting people and stuff. I think that'd be fun because your first experience with a female. I know my first experience, it was crazy. It was very crazy. And I'll leave that alone for now, okay? But thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate it. Y'all please hit the like button on the way out if you're not hitting it. And with that being said, I'm out of here.
Yeah, tastes like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. This on the tongue. tongue so you know that it's sweet. Loving the flavor, I'm loving the treat. Know what I want, I know this what I need. Give me that bass, give me that beat. Hit on your tongue, I can feel an explosion. I'll take another if we